Well, I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad it's Wednesday, my friends. Beautiful souls, most beautiful souls. Welcome back here to the sweet spot. It is Win It All Wednesday, not just any Wednesday. This is Win It All Wednesday, where we proclaim you as a victorious winner. Now, you know all week we've been talking about a theme here called Be Love. You know, on Making Moves Monday, we kicked everything off by talking about choosing to be love and making that the most powerful step you can take. A very courageous internal move that I wanted you to make before you took any action. That was Monday. That was about facing fear and fueling your passion by having an internal move that says, first, I'm going to be love. Then on Take Action Tuesday, we really dove deep into how love empowers consistent, persistent action. About showing up in our daily routines. Remember, we talked about the quiet sacrifices our family members and our loved ones make for us. We talked about how love is dependable, it's consistent. We talked about how the boring things, the boring routines is what makes love so amazing. It never abandons, it's never violent, and it's always there, even in the toughest situations. It doesn't back down from life's hardest curveballs or life's most difficult challenges. And this is why we're calling love a quiet gangster. So today, we find ourselves in Win It All Wednesday, where we're putting it all together and tackling the idea of winning. Now look, when you hear winning, you hear win it all, what do you think? Of course you think about maybe hitting every goal, hitting every shot, never failing, always coming out on top. And for a lot of us, that's truly the picture, and that actually isn't wrong. But what if there's another level to winning? What if real winning, the kind that truly matters, goes way beyond the scoreboard, way beyond the finish line, or the balance sheet for that matter? What if the ultimate victory, the kind that gives us absolute freedom to feel like a winner, is found in the heart and not in external results? What if it's found in a mindset? What if it's who we are and who we say we are and what we feel on the inside that creates for us the notion of being a winner? That's what we're exploring today. How choosing to be love. Choosing to be love is the secret to an unconquerable spirit, to winning even when the world says you've lost. You see, my friends, a true winning psychology isn't built on avoiding failure, but on how you respond when things don't go your way. And here's where love is a gangster. Here's where love really steps in. Love helps you and me redefine what victory is when you're really operating and walking in true love. You know, there's a saying, the most dangerous person in the room, is the one who's already at peace with or without the win. Let that sink in. The most dangerous person, the most dangerous in the room, is the one who's already at peace with or without the win. Wow. Wow. It's not just about the external triumph, but the internal fortitude, the lessons you've learned, the grace with which you have stood back up every time you fell or failed. The famous line, fall down 7, get up 8. When you operate from a place of love for what you do, a love for what you believe in, a love of your purpose, winning isn't just about accumulating a trophy, is it? It's not just about you crossing the finish line. No, not at all. You're the most dangerous person in the room, right? So you already have peace. You have a peace that surpasses understanding, my friend. Even in a loss, even in something not working out, you've attained wisdom. You've learned about your resilience. You've had compassion for yourself, to pick yourself up and to keep it moving. Think about those moments where you've put your whole heart into something and it didn't work out. Maybe it was a business venture that failed. Maybe it was a relationship that didn't work out. Maybe you fell short of some personal goal or you got into some embarrassing moment. The world might label that as a loss. But if you are walking in love, you are the most dangerous person in the room because you have peace. Because your actions were truly fueled by love. That's the thing. Love for your effort, love for your experience, love for the process you're going through, love for the game, love for what you were trying to create. So that even if it didn't work out, you still win something invaluable. You win the notion that you have grown. You understand that you can grow. You understand that you learn more about yourself. You have more self-knowledge. You win the profound understanding that your worth isn't tied into any outcome. You have a deeper understanding. So you're not going to be over there wailing and gnashing teeth and crying and just losing it. You've already won the battle, especially against despair, because love won't let you stay down. Love just won't let you do that. And that's why we call love a quiet gangster. Because it understands that success doesn't make the mindset. It doesn't depend on success to make the mindset. The mindset makes the success. You are already successful. You are already a winner. You may or may not have won the game. You may or may not have gotten the prize. Does not change the reality of who you think you are and what your identity is. You see, love doesn't find victory only in crossing the finish line. It finds victory when it does everything with integrity. You know the old saying, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game kind of thing. It's kind of true. When you fight with integrity, you become unconquerable in your heart, regardless of whatever is going on. You're more than a conqueror. You're much more than a conqueror. When you truly love the game, the art, the business, whatever it is that you're involved in, you're not playing for money or fame. You're playing for the honor of the game. You're playing for the honor of that thing you love. You love it. So when you love it, you go at it. Anything we love, we go after. We're relentless. We are relentless about the things that we love, aren't we? Yeah. When we are locked in on love, doubt has no oxygen. It has no place in our lives. Because we know who we are. We know what we are. And the ancient wisdom backs us up. In the ancient wisdom, in the book of Romans, it literally says this: no, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Wow. What does that mean? More than a conqueror. I think that speaks to a victory that transcends the circumstances. It's a deep assurance about our identity through the divine love of God. We triumph over challenges that would otherwise overwhelm us, but we know who we are. And I don't care if you're facing an illness. I don't care if you're facing some kind of a legal issue, a stressful situation. When you come back to this kind of mindset, that you're more than a conqueror, that nothing is greater than what's in you, but that which is in you is greater than anything in the world, you're operating at some other level. You already have peace. You don't avoid the battle because you know that love has your back. That's powerful. That's powerful stuff. That's so powerful. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to your level of understanding. You fall to the level of your training. And when your mind and your training is anchored in love, oh, love is leading. Love is leading the way, and you're powerful. You're unbeatable. You're unbeatable because you have a winning mindset. It doesn't mean you always win, but it does mean is that you never fold. And that's what makes you more than a conqueror. So this is Win It All Wednesday. I'm Dr. Derek Sweet. It's been my pleasure to walk with you through this Be Love journey that we're on. I want you to be love in every situation. It's the victory of integrity, resilience, and unconquerable heart that you have. This is what makes you powerful. This is love. And let this be your affirmation for today. I am love, and through love, my spirit is unconquerable. I am love, and through love, my spirit is unconquerable. Thank you so much for joining me on Win It All Wednesday, my friend. It is truly a privilege to share this space with you. I want you to join me tomorrow on Trust Yourself Thursday, where we will explore how this deep connection to love empowers your intuition, your inner senses, and strengthens your self-belief, guiding you through life's biggest decisions. Until then, you keep choosing love, my friend. Keep taking action. Keep winning from the heart. And most importantly, you keep being love. All right, now, take care. Love and blessings. Oh, if you know someone who needs to hear this message about winning and being a winner, please feel free to share it. Take care.